Hey y'all, it's Nicole. It's been about a month since I was here last time, and so I figured it was time to give an update. I've realized the further out you get from surgery, the more difficult it is to want to do a video or to remember to do a video because, I'm almost a year out, and I've reached my goal now. Well, my original goal. I got down to 150, and I've just been hanging out there. So I'm at the point right now where I'm tossing it up, maybe gonna go to 140, maybe not, I'm not sure. Haven't decided for sure yet, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm waiting on to tell me if I want to go to 140 or not. But I'm hoping that if I just stay the course and continue to do good on my eating and without the snacking, then excuse me, then I'll do fine, and I'll probably eventually get down there. But I talked to my nutritionalist today, and she's pretty satisfied with where I'm at, and so 150 right now it is. That's where I'm at. But to give you a few updates, since I did reach my goal, I'll go back over all of my stuff. But I started out at 262 pounds on April 16th of 2013, and here it is April 7th, and I reached my goal about a month ago. I got down to 150. I started out at a size 24 jeans, and I am down to in between a 10 and a 12. I started out at almost a 3X shirt. I'm down to a medium, large, depending on the place. And kind of funny, I started out at an 8.5, my ring size, and I'm down to a 6. So that's a few of my measurements. But if I could recommend anything to anybody that's fixing to go through surgery, I know it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, and it doesn't make sense how it could be such a big deal, but there's going to be some times while you're going through your journey. I remember my first one was at 3.5 weeks out after surgery, and I had a stall, and you're going to want to see that you're actually still moving, even though your scale is not moving and you're stalling. So be sure and take measurements of your body. I can't stress that enough. And before and after pictures too. Those are a huge help, because you're going to get to a point where you're going to wonder if you're at the end of your weight loss, or you're going to feel like you haven't made any progress. So be sure and take some before and after pictures, and be sure and get your measurements, because you're really going to want those. They're really going to come in handy, and it's going to be huge once you're able to look at them and see just how far you've come. So if I can make any recommendations, those are a couple of them. And another recommendation is just prepare yourself 100%. Do all the research you can. Watch YouTube videos. Look all over the internet for anything that you can find. I know for me personally, pros and cons, I wanted all of it. I wanted to know the best of the best and the worst of the worst where the gastric sleeve surgery was concerned. Because originally, I think I've told you guys, but I set out to have the lat band done. And I was dead set on it. And one night, I was doing research, and I came across the sleeve. And I had never heard of the gastric sleeve before. But I started doing research on that, and it took me about maybe an hour to change my mind and decide that the lat band was not the way for me. I mean, it may be good for some people. For me, it didn't hold any appeal once I found out about the gastric sleeve. So just do tons of research. Find out the good, the bad, the ugly. I'm here if you guys have any questions, anything that you want to know if I haven't experienced it. I know quite a few people have had the gastric sleeve. I could recommend or refer to you to somebody who knows or who has a different experience than what I've had. But anyway, I'm here if you guys have any questions. I'm here if you guys there's anything you want to know about my journey. I'm sort of at the point now where I am trying to figure out what's next. Because when you go through weight loss surgery, you work really hard and you're really excited and you're on the mountaintop and you're going up and up and up and everything's always going up and it's so exciting and to see the scale moving and it's so exciting to see all of that, and then what? Then you've reached your goal, you know, done really good, and now I'm at the what now point. I feel really good. I've reached my goal, and like I said, I'm not trying to make that not important, but now that I'm done with my weight loss, or for the majority of it, I'm done with it. Then now I'm trying to figure out what's next. So what I'm contemplating doing, a couple of things that I'm doing, is there's an app on the iPhone called, well, there's a, where are we at? An arm workout and a butt workout. And then there's MyFitnessPal too. But those are two of the things, and it does it for 8 to 10 minutes. And you can create a workout that you want to do. And so I'm on a build a butt project right now. I want to build a butt because when I had weight loss surgery, my butt is flat. I have a back with a crack. There's no butt there anymore. And so I am starting to do that workout, and I think I'm gonna start alternating between cardio one day, workout another day, cardio one day, workout another day, because I don't have a whole lot of extra skin. Sometime when it's not today, I'll show you guys. But like on my arms, there's a little bit, and here there's more, a little bit more. I mean, it's not that horrible. And then I have a little bit on my belly, but not too bad. And on my inner thighs, I've got some extra skin. But again, it's not that bad. Currently in the process of saving money because I am wanting to get the panelectomy done. Some people refer to it as the apron. I call it my C-section belly. It's the lower part of the belly that hangs. I have it. I hate it. So once I am able, I'll probably go in and get that surgically removed so that I can have flat part in my jeans. But other than that, I'm pretty satisfied with where I'm at. A lot of people may want to know portion sizes. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm trying to cover anything that I can think of that people at a year out might want to know, or people that are working towards a year out might want to know. Typically, let's just say I can eat a Greek yogurt, a light and fit Dannon Greek yogurt. I can eat one of those, and sometimes one Colby Jack reduced fat cheese. It's about this long, or sometimes 1.5 or 2 of those. And the reason I can eat so much of that is because it's a slider food. And my nutritionalist, I talked to her, and she wasn't really concerned about it, said that's about normal. And then I can eat a Power Crunch bar and another reduced fat Colby Jack cheese. That's another meal I've had for breakfast. Typically can have 3 pieces of turkey bacon and a Colby Jack cheese. Last night I had salmon at Santa Fe Cattle Company, and I could eat about 1/4 of it, and I took 2 bites of mushrooms. And it started out about that big, so I ate about 1/4 of that to start. Something that you guys might try, you might like it, is the Quest bars, Quest, Quest bars. I get them from Weightwise, where I have my surgery done. If you take the Quest bar, and you can put it in the oven at 350 degrees for 4 minutes. You pull it out, and when you do, you chop it up into small pieces, You put it back into the oven from anywhere from 2 to 4 minutes. And when you pull it out, it will have hardened. You can put that in a bowl of with a little bit of almond milk, and it's like a cereal. And it's protein, and it tastes really good. I've tried the cookies and cream one, and I've tried the chocolate brownie one, and they're both really good. So that's a snack that you may try. I enjoyed it, and I've been trying some new recipes, so once I get those all ironed out, I can do another YouTube video so that you guys can get the recipes for those. But I've created and I've found quite a few really good ones. And today I got a blender yesterday, and so today I made a protein shake earlier today. There was 1 scoop of vanilla protein. It had a half a cup of fat-free cottage cheese. It had some Torani sugar-free French vanilla flavoring in it. It had a half a cup of strawberries and a spoonful and a half of sugar-free cheesecake pudding, dry pudding, and then a little bit of water and ice. So you might try that. You might really like it. I thought it was pretty tasty. But anyway, that's a few of the things that when I was looking for videos before surgery, I was wanting to know. I was wanting to know how much you could eat, what sizes you were down into. I haven't really. My journey has been mostly the struggles have been mental, just getting past, the love of food and wanting food and being emotional and eating, and that's the biggest thing I've struggled with. My journey has been pretty painless physically. I eat until I'm full, and as long as you get your water in like you're supposed to. I know sugar-free snow cones, I talked about this last summer, but those are my go-to because they're yummy and they count towards my water. But as long as you're pushing to get your water in and you only eat until you're full, my journey's been really easy. I've not once ever thrown up. I've had a little bit of constipation, but I've started taking my probiotics, and that really helps. Probiotics and a cup of caffeinated coffee, and it takes care of the constipation issues. But I think constipation would probably be the worst thing that I've had to deal with. Other than that, I don't have any problems with my incisions. Everything's healed right. It honestly is the best decision I've ever made. It gave me my life back. It gave me the desire to get up in the morning. It gave me the desire to get up and go, to play with my daughter, to make my daughter's lifestyle healthy. It just makes me want to take advantage of the day, which is 1,000,000 times bigger than what I could have said a year ago. I had no desire to get out of bed. I was just depressed because I felt bad all the time. And I couldn't stress enough, if you're at a point where you're trying to make a decision, you're trying to decide, I'm not selling it for anybody or any place, but research it, because I know for me, it changed my life. And I don't have anything negative to say about my experience, except for, like I said, the emotional stuff. That part's hard. When they go in and cut your stomach out, they don't give you a brain transplant too. So you still have the love of food. I know that there are some days I can go most of the day and I can forget about eating. There's been a lot recently. I haven't craved anything, so it's really hard to eat because I'm not craving anything. So I've had to really force myself to eat, but I prefer that over the days, which I've had some, that I just want to eat everything in sight. So, it's been an interesting process, and I've mourned the food. The first 2 days after surgery, I regretted it. I've wanted to eat one more bite of the really yummy food that I was eating, but I've just stayed strict and realized that my health is worth the food. That's all. I mean, that's as blunt as I can be. I want to be healthy. I enjoy being healthy. I enjoy fitting into smaller clothes. I enjoy how I feel, not eating an extreme amount of food and just feeling so heavy all the time. When I eat, I don't feel like that. I don't have the nasty feeling you get when you just eat a ton of food and, So, anyway, but if you guys have any questions that I haven't answered, anything that you want to know, like I said, I'm just a few days away from being a year out, and I just have a passion for this, for people that have gone through this, people that are just wanting to lose weight by themselves, even without the surgery. I just have a passion for people wanting to get healthy, wanting to feel better, and I just have a desire to help them. So, if there's anything I can do to help you with your journey, any questions you want to know, anything, shoot it my direction, and I'd be happy to answer and get back to you guys. Anyway, I hope you all are having a great day, and I'm going to sign out for now, and I will check back in later. Y'all have a blessed day, and I will talk to you later. And thunder up!